Well, here we are at one of my spots. It's a pretty well-known location. I have permission to be here, though. It's all private land on both sides of the river here. So I've got permission from both sides. It's a bummer I haven't been out here too much recently, but clearly somebody else has. And as you can see here, they're gonna get our spot taken away because they leave their shit out here. It's very easy to just throw your rocks in and pick your garbage up. It's so irritating coming back out to these spots and seeing people leaving their garbage. Like, pick your shit up. It's basic stuff. Don't leave your shit. Don't leave your trash in the river. This is the middle of the river. It's just dry right now. Don't leave your garbage out here. Let's get it together. Don't be a scumbag. Pick your shit up. Also, go ask permission to be here. Don't leave holes. It's basic shit. We're gonna get it taken away. God. All right. Well, I just came out to see if I could set my sluice up because I'm gonna run tomorrow. I'm gonna run here a couple hours before work, but I have got it set up. I got the sluice set up. Barely enough water to go, but we're gonna see if we can make it work. But we'll be back in the morning to do a little running. I just took 15 minutes to come down and make sure that the river was ready to go. Unfortunately, I had to start this video with a PSA because people are making a mess, and it sucks because I have permission to be here, and clearly the people that are leaving the garbage probably don't. So anyway, if you're here, if you know where I am and you come up here, please pick your trash up, fill your holes in. It's real simple, and we'll be able to keep coming back. Look at that. Water flowing pretty good right there. Might take a couple of test scoops before I go, but we'll be back in the morning. But I'm going to set it up right here because it looks like I got just enough pitch. I'm at about 6 or 8 degrees and the water's flowing okay. So I think this would be a good spot to run some scoops. Haven't had much luck here this year. A little bit of gold, not a ton. Small pieces, but it's very dry right now. Normally all of this is all water. This is all underwater normally. That was a hole I dug and filled in up there, but all this is normally underwater. So pretty low here in New Hampshire right now. But we'll take what we can get, and we'll catch you guys in the morning. Good morning. Welcome back to the river. Got the sluice set up behind me. We're gonna dig to my right, I think, in this area. We'll clean out some rocks and see if we can't dig down here. Maybe we'll find some gold. If not, I've got an area just around the corner here we're gonna work. So let's take some scoops here. We'll see what happens, and then maybe we'll move up, or maybe we're just gonna stay here and sluice all morning. So I got a couple hours before work, so I figured I'd bring you guys along, see if we can't find a little corn. I'm gonna take a second to clear out as many of the rocks as I can out of here before we really start digging in. Because the river's pretty tight here, so ground's packed. A lot of action normally when there's water here, but it's dry right now. All right, let's see if we can't fill a bucket. Hopefully we can get below these big rocks. Digging. All right, so the reason I picked this spot here is we're actually directly behind the camera digging. Because if you look forward here, beyond this branch, there's an island out here. And it comes to a point, and it's got a direct path of large rocks that all landed right down the center of the river here. So with any luck, other heavy stuff like gold fell down in this area. So we're just gonna scoop it out and see if we are right. All right. We got about a half a bucket. We're gonna run it. All right, so I forgot my scoop, so I'm just gonna be running it by hand. I'm just gonna be scooping by hand. Let me see if I can find a good spot for my tail. I haven't found one yet, but we will. Let's see, how about here? Ah, there we go. Hopefully you guys are seeing that okay. And we're just gonna run it through. It's running really good. Cleaning out super fast. Probably kicking gold, but we'll run a bit more material this way, I can tell you that. We got the pitch at about 8 degrees. Much better water flow than last night right here, so it must have rained a bit. And we're just gonna run a couple buckets. And then I'll do a clean out. And if there's no gold, then we'll move spots. But the sluice is gonna have to stay here, so we're gonna have to carry dirt, because I don't wanna have to set up another spot to clean up. And we are able to run really fast. Could even probably move it down to about 6 degrees on the pitch. And if you guys don't know, you have a level on your iPhone. If you have an iPhone, that's what I use. Check my pitch. Most of the time I just eyeball it. But when I don't have good flow, or the pitch looks wild, I'll check it. I also have legs for my sluice, but I feel like I mess with the legs a whole bunch more. I've got a lot more luck just laying it in the river when I can. Really able to just rip through a bucket right now. I like that. I've been running the bazooka fluid bed sluice a lot this summer. You move a lot of material, no screening with that. But the water flow around here has just been so low the past month or so. You can't even. It would take me hours to build a dam or a weir to get the water all into one place. So I take the Keen tried and true out. Works great. It's really dark in here though, so I can't see the indicator map well. Looks like I got one piece on there maybe. But it may also be lead, I can't tell. Looks like it might be birdshot caught in there, but it's so dark in here, I can't tell if it's white or gold. it looks like it hopped, so it's probably not gold. I don't know if you guys can see, but there's a piece right there. Can't tell if it's gold or birdshot. Hopefully it's gold. And I couldn't help myself. I wanted to check and see what we had. Not very much in the sluice for ponds, but we only ran one bucket, but I just wanted to check because I want to try another spot. Really tough digging here. I don't have that long, so hoping I can get into an area that's not as tough to dig in. But we'll see. Pretty sure those were pieces of lead in the sluice earlier. They look like small pieces of lead when I took it out to clean that sluice. We'll see. A little dark day out here. No sun. Not yet anyway. Still early, it's like 7. Big pile of garnets. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's all red sand, so there's heavies here. Oh, I see a piece already. There we go. One piece so far. We got one piece up there. And now I can see those bits of lead sitting on top. And gold just seems to want to move its way all the way to the top, all the way through the fines and out with the fines, I mean, all the way down to heavies. We just keep pushing it back up to the top. Wow, looks like there's a couple pieces in there maybe. Yeah, that looks like lead. And that too looks like lead. Yeah. Yeah, lead. There is a couple little pieces of gold in here though. Huh. Much more than I thought. This spot's done this to me before though. Can't see anything down here because it's so dark. Well, one good thing about gold is you really don't need light to make it shine. It kind of shines the same way in all light, which is pretty cool. All right, let me see if I can show you this. I'll zoom in on it for you so you have an idea, but there's just a small little bit of gold up there, and we'll show you what we got. I'll tell you what, it ain't much. The camera stinks right now. But if you look all up in here, those are little pieces, little bits of gold in there. So we're gonna take that, nice shiny stuff. I might keep digging right there. That's quite a few pieces. That's probably 6 or 8 pieces up top there. Little ones, little fly turds. We'll do one more bucket and see what happens there maybe. All right, let's do this. A little corn on the board, baby, corn on the board. All right, took a test pan in the hole to see if we can see which way the gold is moving. And hopefully we can pan it out right here and have a look and see if we're chasing anything or if there's a few lucky scoops. I'm hoping there's a little bit of gold in the bottom of this because I just moved some rock, so it's like we're on to another layer in the hole. But before shoveling a whole bucket, I figured I'd take a test pan because there's a couple of spots I want to try. So, we just got to test. I mean, there was decent gold. They were very small pieces, so we'll see if there's any in this one. All right, now we're getting down there. Let's see if we can't see any gold in this pan. This is from the first hole. We did a test pan after we ran a sluice because I actually checked last night and the ground looked pretty good. But now I want to see what we're getting in a few scoops, if any. You know, I'm just watching as see how everything's moving in here. And I think I already see gold, so we may have to stay here. But that was only a couple shovel scoops though. But maybe I'm seeing things. One piece. One decent piece it looks like. We'll keep this spot going, but I'm gonna try another one. I'll show you guys this up close. There's one piece in there with about 3 scoops, shovel scoops. And there you see it right there. One small piece. Better than no small pieces, but that was only a test pan, so that was a couple scoops. I'd like to see 4 or 5 of those in a test pan, but we might do some more scoops there. I might test another spot, but that's pretty cool. We got one in about a couple scoops right there. All right, so we found gold on this little bar before that we're on, and it filled all back in. I mean, we dug a bunch, and it's filled all back in. So hopefully there's some gold that fell out again, but we're gonna find out. We're just gonna do a test pan. It's real easy digging here, which I like. So we should be able to get a quick pan, and then we can bring it to the river and test it and see if there's anything in it. Real easy digging though, as you can see. This is definitely, the river comes around a hard bend here and then flows out behind me. So I think when the water comes here, this is just depositing a lot of material. Easy digging's not typically a good thing. That means the gold can keep stratifying down through pretty easily. So you'd have to go pretty deep, but if it came in the last storm, you know, around here we chase flood gold a lot. So, especially on top. So hopefully that's what we got here, is a little bit of that flood gold. Last time it flooded, this got covered in water and gold particles fell out. That's what we can hope for anyway. Okay, here's our test pan from the beach. See if there's anything in that flood material. Very light material. We going back to the hole because I didn't see anything in there. Nothing, not a speck. There. You see how easy it is to fill your holes in? Just kick some rocks in them. You know? Try to make it look like you weren't there so that the landowners don't get upset that we're leaving holes, because they don't like that. All right, so starting to get down into some bigger rocks now. So we're gonna just move those out of the way so we can try to get some more material here. We're gonna be careful and put them all around so we can fill our holes back in. Strategically placing the rocks away from the hole so we don't have to move them again, but also not throwing them very far. That way there we can just roll the pile back in when we're done. Oh yeah. See if we can't get some good material out now. We'll fill a bucket and then we'll run it again. Oh yeah, look at that. All right, let's wash this down now. We're gonna shake this through, and as the material falls, the water will push up through the screen and it'll wash it all through. All right, so let's clean that bucket out. I found this cool storolite crystal. See, these are the elongated reddish color crystals. They are not garnets. They grow in the same material, but it's a different chemical makeup. And it takes certain minerals along with almandine to produce these minerals. But that's a cool, perfect little storolite crystal. They're not garnets. A lot of people confuse them with garnets because they're red and they're very heavy. But they are not. They are called starlights, or fairy crosses. It's the state mineral of Georgia, believe it or not. But we have tons of them up here. And if you clean it off, it'd be about blood red. That cool little specimen there coming out of the bottom of my screen. Super cool. There for now. Also don't want to come out. That's gonna be a minute. Okay. All right. Now, scooping by hand again. Because old Mickey boy forgot his scoop. So we're just going to run it scoop by scoop. Down the old scoop box. I love the Keen box. Works great. Works good in high flow, low flow, no flow. Works pretty dang good. And you can see it looks like we've got action at almost every ripple, so it's cleaning out very nicely. And that's what you want to see in that sluice box. You want to see those water jumping at each one. It's a little stagnant here, but it's got enough pitch to clean out. But at each one, that water's jumping and it's slapping down. And at each ripple, you've got this perfect degree so that the material shoots underneath that ripple and gets stuck there, and the rest gets pushed right out. So all the heavies are going straight down behind each ripple. So yeah, I'm just thinking about yesterday when I got out here and the garbage was out here. It just irked me. I got a little frustrated. I probably shouldn't have, but these are really pristine spots that we go to. And I know it's fun to come out and look for gold, and people get excited, and then they forget things, and they leave. But man, just turn around and do a double check. Pick your cigarette butts. Don't throw your cigarettes in the river. I know that they're going to break up and break down eventually, but I don't want to come to the river, and I'm sure there's plenty of other people that don't want to come to the river a day after you and see your Marlboros everywhere. It's just gross, you know? So it's really, it benefits all of us, including the people that are leaving the garbage, because they won't kick us out of here. They won't post this land. Also, before you go out, try your best to get permission. You know, I understand everywhere, it's tough to get permission everywhere because some places there's no residents. So you go on the river and there's no residents and there's nowhere to really ask. But man, this spot we're at, we're in between two driveways and there's incredible people that live on both sides. And they want us down here looking for gold. They want us to use the river. But I know for a fact they don't want us leaving garbage down here. And I know for a fact they don't want 20-foot craters. So if we just fill our holes in, and yeah, I understand the river's going to flow through here, and you're not even going to be able to tell anybody was here as soon as the river gets flowing again. But like this year, we haven't had any water. So you can see our scar marks everywhere right now. So we just have to be a little bit more vigilant about filling in our holes, especially when it's dry like this. You know, and then you're going to come back after the rain, you won't even know it's there. But it's just good for all of us, you know? And if you come out on the river and you see garbage, just pick it up. That's what I did yesterday. I walked around after. I picked up cigarette butts. I picked up cans. I picked up plastic bottles. And I just took them out of here because I know that nobody was coming back for them. Looks like I got one piece of corn on the board down here. We're going to finish this bucket. Try to get a couple more big rocks out of here. This last pair will be a real good one. Don't use your shovel like a pry bar because you'll break it. This is a huge mammogram. I'm going to have to really He-Man this one to get it out. Big.
piece off the gold that might be stuck to it. Where are we going to go with this big dog? This over here for now. Put it up here and then we can throw it back in after. Heavy. Jamma jamma. Yeah. On the deck. And empty. Alright. I see a speck of gold down in that mat. Right there. Slowly cleaned out. There's another one right up top there too. Right there. And then hopefully a bunch more down them. Yeah. Look who stopped in. Michael's here. He scared the crap out of me. Thought he was a game warden. We're going to do this clean out now. Now that we cleaned our underwear out. Okay. And I'm going to take this thing all the way out of the water. Because I don't feel like trying to unhook it there. Oh, I can smell gold, so I know it's in here. I can smell it.
It's in the air.
I can also see a couple pieces up top. Alright, let's put this carpet in like so. Also, everyone out there, if you didn't know, we got a store in Littleton where we carry gold panning supplies, and we also have a whole boatload of gems and minerals. We're right on Main Street, 38 Main Street in Littleton, New Hampshire. I love to visit and chat, so if you guys end up in town at any point, stop in and come and visit me and Ayla. Let me know you're subscribed to my YouTube channel and I'll give you 10% off in the store. Bonus! Oh, yeah. All right. Let's put this in the pan and see how many pieces of corn we got on that run. That was about a half a pail. Let's see what we got. I don't know if my camera's right. Hopefully you guys can see me. I'm just going to pan this a little bit to get some of the lights off, but there's not much lights, I tell you. This is real red dirt here. Real red sand. Let's see if we can get some gold to show. Hopefully there's more than just those two pieces I had in my indicator, but we'll see. There we go. There's a piece already trying to get away.
Nice little piece of pottery.
Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, we're hitting pyrites in here. I got lead in here. Yeah, we're in a hole. We are going to have a hole here, I think. The heavies are piled up, so Maybe there's a big piece of corn down in there somewhere. I've miscounted. There was 12 pieces in there. You can see them all up in here. They're small, but that was a half a bucket, so 12 pieces of gold in that one. Maybe there is a little bit of corn in the middle. They're baby corns. More baby corns, but any corn's good corn. Gotta love that gold, baby. See, look at that. Nothing crazy. Just throw some rocks in your hole. And then when you come back, you can just move the rocks back out and keep digging. So yeah, see, I just threw some rocks in there. All good. I even picked up my garbage and I'm gonna take all my gear back to my car. So there'll be nothing left here. All right. So that's it for today. Whew. Found some gold. Started a hole. Gonna probably work that area a little bit more. That wasn't bad. That last bucket, 12 pieces, probably, I don't know, 3 pans. So not killer, but makes me want to go back and dig a little bit. Maybe before work again this week, I'll be able to come over and do a little digging. But that's it for today, folks. That was quite the adventure. We had a stop in from my buddy Michael. Scared me a little bit there when he came over the hill. He can't see the road or anything from where I was, so I thought I heard someone coming. I looked up and saw his little hat coming over the top. I was like, who's that? And it was him. He was just rocking out, coming to visit, so it was good to see him. But we'll catch you guys on the next one. Later.